Hello, fellow stitchers. I'm Cheryl Johnson. Welcome to my happy place. Before we start today on our project today, I wanted to go over this cast on stitch. So I got a lot of comments. Not a lot. I had a couple comments about using straws with a cast on stitch. So I have a straw here. This is a normal, regular, everyday straw. And I did a cast on stitch using this straw. And it's really big. So then I thought, what if I take one of my pens, cut off the top, and I'll use that. And that's this one here. And then I used a separate needle, and I put the needle like this far apart. I spread them apart just a bit, and I got this one. And then when I put the needles really close together, I got this one. There's not much difference. This is with I think that's a number 1 milliner's needle, and this is with this one, which I think is a 3. No, this is a 7. No, this is a 5. Anyway, so then someone said to me that I should try a Q-tip. And I have to apologize because I said, my Q-tips don't have that thing. And I hadn't checked. So I thought Q-tips had like a paper thing. This is a Q-tip thing. I cut the ends off. Do not use your good embroidery scissors to cut the ends off the Q-tip. I use my kitchen shears. So we're going to try one with this. But I gotta tell you, I'm not crazy. I'm going to do 7. I'm going to count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not crazy about this, just because I don't like holding onto the straw while I put the wraps on. And it's probably not a big deal. How did I get a knot in there? That's kind of awful. Let's try and just ram it through. There we go. That worked. I think this is going to be similar to the one with the pen. Yeah, see? Very similar. Okay, so, yeah, there's that. All right. So this is just my doodle cloth book. I'll put that to the side. Now, I have needles threaded. I have a piece of fabric here with some organza on it because I really liked the organza. I have all my colors picked out. I'm going to use 815 for the center and 321 for the outside loops. And I like to give credit where credit is due. I have this book, Foolproof Flower Embroidery. This is a, where'd it go? Jennifer Clouston. And she gave me permission to use her books and show you stuff in her books. We're going to do this upright rose technique. It just says start at the top and work downward using the desired stitch. And that's all there is in the book. It just says that. So it starts with 2 stitches. I think she did 2 of those in the book. And it looks like one was bullion knots and one was cast on stitches. I'm going to do cast on stitches. This is a number 5 milliner's needle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you see 1, 2, 3, and then 7 all of a sudden, that's just because I can cut those parts out. And I may have just done that all off camera. Sorry. All right. There's that little guy. I'm going to do another one right next to her. And again with 7 wraps. 1, 7. I have, by the way, 3 strands of embroidery floss. Okay. All right, the next 2 are going to go, well, the next one is going to go this way. And, you know, I wonder if I should have started with bullion knots. Doesn't matter. And I think I'm going to do more than 7, maybe 9. 9. I have to do this thing. And the next one is going to go here, and it's going to be a little bit bigger. And I think I'm going to use this needle next to it. 12. Pull this needle out and pull this one through. And then I want that on the outside. Sorry. Yeah, that looks good. All right, now I want to switch to my other color. Okay. And this is a number 3 milliner's needle. And these next 2 are going to go on the sides. Just look again. Yeah, see, these 2 are going to go from the side and toward the center. But they're going to go more like here. And then they're going to come down here to the center. And again, I want my, oops. Oh, nope, here it is. Want my extra needle in here. I don't know if you can hear the bird out there today. I have a very, very happy bird outside my window today. All right. 15. All right. Now, I'm going to remove that needle. I'm just untangling the thread a bit. There we go. Still kind of tangly. All right. And then through there. This is, oh, somebody asked me, I think it was Shirley, asked me about the thread that I'm using. I don't think I answered you, Shirley. This is DMC thread, and it looks kind of shiny on camera. Sometimes they're shinier than other times, I've noticed. This thread that I'm using here, it's 321. It's really shiny. I really like it. It's really pretty. Okay, and I'm going to do another one of those. What did I do? 15 wraps. And this time I'm going to wrap the opposite direction. I don't know if it matters, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it with my left hand. One, 15. All right, this one goes from about here to the other side over here. And again, I'm going to use the needle. You should try with straws and with needles. Just see which one you like better. I did, and I like the needles better. One. That's 17. Let's just try that and see. What do we think? Oh, I like this. I think I did this once before in a different project, and I got to this point and I thought, that looks good enough to me. But this time, I'm going to put in 2 more. But I need to end off this thread because it's getting kind of short. Now again, there's 2 more. And they're going to go yeah, they're going to go from the sides to the bottom. And again, I'm going to use the needle in there beside that one. One, 15. Well, I changed my mind. I decided I want something that's going to hold that up a little bit. And I just want a small flower here. I'm going to do a bullion knot rose. 3, 4, 6. I'm going to hold that, pull this through. Now I have 3 strands of DMC floss, and I have a number 5 milliner's needle. Milliner's needle in this case is important when you're doing bullion knots. So I think I'm going to do a couple more bullion knots. I'll probably do some cast on stitches along this edge to kind of hold that up. I wanted to show you some bullion knots just because. I'm doing about 5 wraps here because I think that's enough to cover that distance. And then I'm going to do one more, and I have the darker color. So again, I'm going to go from here over here. Maybe 6 wraps this time. 1, 2, 3, 6. Maybe 7. All right. Someone outside is starting up some kind of noisy machine. So I'm going to switch to my lighter color and put in some more like that. Some more bullion knots and cast on stitches and come back. All right. So I put in another small little rose there. This is a rose bud, and I need a little calyx. So here I have wait. I have 611 DMC thread. I have 3 strands, and I'm just doing some straight stitches here. And then I'm going to do a little stem here. It's a back stitch. I want to make sure with my back stitch that I go exactly into that so that the stitch isn't split. Then I'm going to do some leaves. Roses have these leaves that are like 5 little leaflets kind of thing. So I would do 3 back stitches. And then I'm going to do a little tiny detached chain stitch right there. And then four more. And I do want to attach those to a little stem here. Now, you know I'm always concerned about time, so I'm going to show you one more of these. And then I'm going to do more of these off camera. And I want to do little stems or little, well, I don't know what you call it, little straight stitches for some cow parsley. And perhaps some fly stitches for lavender. I'm going to do some of that off camera and then come back. All right, so I put another little leaf here. I put some little straight stitch stem, whatever thingies. Oh, I have DMC floss 746. And I have two strands this time, and I have a little, I think this is a number 7 milliner's needle. When you do French knots and colonial knots, it is important to have a milliner's needle. So I like colonial knots. Go like a backward C and then around this way and then around that way. Like you have a figure 8 on the needle. And tighten it up while you hold from the back. And pull down. Now, I want lots and lots of these. I'm going to show you like 2 more. Backward C, that direction around this direction, figure 8. Poke into the back, and I'm holding from the back with my little finger. There we go. Now, one more time. Whoop. And I forgot to talk about the fabric that I have. I have some linen here that I got from Hobby Lobby recently. When you go into Hobby Lobby, they have the the large long bolts of like upholstery fabric, and got a yard. I mean, I got a quarter of a yard for like less than $5, but so it's 9 inches long by 3. It's like 10 feet wide, so it's 9 inches by 10 feet for like $5, which is pretty cool. And then I have this is a kitchen towel that I used when I did some watercolor, and I just kind of like the way it looks, and it doesn't really show through from the front. If it does, it doesn't matter to me. Then I put some organza on there. Now I think when I'm done, this is going to be too big, but it's fine with me. This is going to be, I'm going to sew it into something else, and I'll show you that another time, another video. But I'm going to do lots of those. little colonial knots here and over here, and maybe some here, and then I'll be back. All right, that went in a bit of a different direction than I expected. That's the white, the 746, and those are, like, this one is 30 wraps. There's some in there that are 20, 25 wraps, and then I put colonial knots with this 744 in the center. And now I have my electric blue, I don't know if it's called that, but it's 3843. Just because last time I added this to the poppies, it was so cool looking. And I was looking at it and I was thinking, it might be really neat to have some little pearl beads. But let's do this first. And I'm doing little little 5-petal flowers. They're going to have 5 colonial knots around the center in blue, and then 1 yellow one in the center. That's what I'm thinking. I think I like it. Okay. I might do 1 or 2 more of those. Maybe one over here. Put some yellow centers in. And I'm going to cut this down a bit. And then I'll just come back and show you. Oh, okay. Wow. I don't want to cut it too much more because I have an idea what I want to do with it. And I don't think I can take pictures till morning anyways. I think I'm going to do something more with it and then show you in the morning. Okay, this is it. This is the mystery project that I'm making. I say it's a mystery project because I don't know what it's going to be yet. I think I want to do some stuff on this little panel here. That will be another video. But let's just zoom in here. I think I like it. If you're still with me, do me a favor. Hit the, go to your smartphone and tap the hype button. That really helps my channel a lot. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps YouTube push out my videos to other people. And if you want to see more, subscribe and turn on the notifications. Because I don't know when I'm going to post again. I wish I could say, I post every Tuesday or every Friday, but I don't. I just don't. So I have ideas for this project, and I'll do this whole thing on camera. And for now, I'm going to call it the Mystery Project. So thanks for hanging out with me and Mitzi today. I'll see you later. Bye.